Hey friends, Diane here. The next chapter talks about our successes being for God's glory as well. Mr. Lucado talks about advertising agencies and how they do not promote themselves, but are focused on making their clients household names. Then he says, we could learn a lesson from these companies. What they do for clients, we exist to do for Christ. As heaven's advertising agencies, we promote God in every area of our life, including success. While living the godly life can certainly lead to success, the author warns us that success can also lead to failure. He mentions several kings of Judah and says, they failed at success. They forgot both the source and purpose of their success. He then reminds us of the godly character lived out by David Robinson, the basketball player from the San Antonio Spurs, of who we talked about when we began our journey through this amazing book. And Mr. Lucado ends with a funny yet poignant story about a frog, two birds, and a stick. You've got to read it for yourself. It's here in these pages. All of God's blessings, including our talents, opportunities to build wealth, and successes, are all for God's glory. The last chapter has a powerful story about the daughter of a CEO. In the first scenario, she is selfish and insensitive and bossy, giving her father a bad name. But then the story is retold with the daughter being courteous and thoughtful and encouraging, thus giving her dad a good reputation. The lesson? We too are ambassadors for Christ. People do not see our Father, but they see us and assume we represent him. When we live for me, myself, and I, we give God a poor name. But as we begin to allow all the areas in our lives to be for God's glory, we begin to behold his holiness more and more, then reflect God properly more and more. Please remember and be honest with those around you by telling them that it's not about me. We live and move and have our being in Christ for God's glory. My friends, I really do hope that you will put this book on your reading list and, like me, revisit it every now and again. Every time I reread it, I grasp some more life-changing insights, and my life becomes freer because the pressure is off my tiny shoulders since it's not about me. We'll start with our next book tomorrow. Have a great Sunday. See you then.